What's going on, everyone? So in this video I'm going to talk about the Japan players meta. Like, I'm talking about the top Japanese players right now. So I encountered these guys. They're big spenders, like really big spenders, and they actually spend so much time in the game since launch. So they're way ahead. Well, not all of us, but majority of us, way ahead of us. So I'm going to show you guys some screenshots of how ahead they are. And of course, if you spend money, you'll be ahead regardless. But well, anyway, so they have their own tier list of characters. They didn't say every single one, because I watched maybe like 10 of their videos. But these two YouTubers plus a few more that I read. But I feel like these two who I'm going to introduce, I'll put their YouTube channel link in the description below, so you guys can, even though if you guys don't understand Japanese, you guys can find out through what they use visually from their video. So yeah, I feel that is very interesting to share, because their top tier SSR is different from ours. Honestly, I think our tier list is kind of like, oh, let's use Velvet, let's use Leon, they're all good. But we don't really have like a reason to back up why they're good. But these Japanese players, they have reason why, and they have experimented a lot. They also recommended some SR heroes that are as good as SSR. So, well, anyway, so let me kind of introduce who these players are, and then we will go look at these characters. So these player names are Inaksu and Chanuma, and they're both top player in the arena. And they're also very, very far in the PVE. So all the screenshot that I'm going to show here is Inaksu. It's all his screenshots, because I found his Twitter and he posted his progression and everything. So what we're seeing right now is his team from day 2. And yes, you're not hearing this wrong. It's day 2. So basically he has all these maxed out. And look at the substone level and everything. And this is day 2, okay? So now we're going to keep looking at his progression. So this screenshot is where he ended up at 8th rank in Season 1 in the arena. So arena, apparently the top maybe 500 people are all pretty much big spenders, according from him. And if we were talking about like top 50 players, he didn't say it, but I did some research reading other the Japanese forums and stuff. They assume the top guys, they probably spent close to $10,000 US already on the game. So they have their most of the characters awaken passive, awaken already unlocked, and they have all the characters, and they also have every character at around 80 to 90 level at least, or minimum. So I mean, I'm not here to criticize them, right? I don't care if they're supporting the game perfect, because I don't spend any money, so I want to keep playing the game, right? So I think why I'm doing this video is I think their information is very valuable for people who, especially like people who don't spend money, because we don't want to waste our resources. But anyway, so he placed 8th in Season 1, and on second day he was already doing very hard story mode. He almost cleared very hard on second day. And this is a screenshot of his current rank right now. He is currently ranked number 6 in Season 2 in Arena. He just reached a player rank, his account ranked to level 50. I think this is yesterday's. And this is his recent screenshot of his team. So you can see a SSR fake here already at level 90. And you can see the Memoria Stone at level 100 at the bottom. And these guys cleared Phantom Tower like day 2 or day 3, and they can solo any very hard raid, because they have a mono team for each bosses. So now let's take a look at the characters that they recommend. They didn't recommend a whole lot, but these are like the must-have kind of, or must-build kind of heroes. The first recommended SSR hero is Esto. They think she's tanky, can heal a lot of HP, and she's outstanding in both PvE and PvP. there's a lot of situations that they feel like, oh wow, if we have Esto, we're gonna clear this. And she's very annoying. They consider her very annoying in PvP because she's very tanky and it's hard to kill. Prestia is also the first character I recommended in my reroll guide. So yeah, so far I feel like she's been carrying my team. The next SSR hero they introduced is Kanata, the SSR version of the SR. So he's a tanky DPS, high hit generator, which means like he's a really good hit generator because he does a lot of hit. Especially his AoE attack, which hits all the characters. He shines a little bit better in PvP because in PvE you hit 3 opponents, and arena you hit 4. So each hit does 3 hit each unit. You hit each unit 3 hits, and then that's times 4. So one AoE does 12 hits, and then he does a lot of damage. However, he needs to be really high level to unleash his strength. He's really good in PvE too, but if you check out these guys' channels videos, you don't see them use Kanata much in the PvE because they all have a different team for different purposes already that we don't have. Okay, Miss Sella here, she has high healing, high damage output, and her Mystic Artist. Okay, I think I spelled this wrong. Mystic Artist with low OL. So she can fill her OL gauge really quickly. And if you guys did not watch my core battle mechanic guide, if you have Mystic Artist gauge filled up, you can act twice in one turn. So that makes her very strong because she can act twice really quickly. And then one of her skill is to cast Burn. Burn is like a debuff, like a poison kind of thing, and it lasts 3 turns. She's a very well balanced character. She can do everything. She's also one of my main characters in my team. She can heal, she can attack, and she can cast debuffs. Her Awakening passive is also very strong. It's defense plus 15% to all allies. Okay, so we're gonna look at the SR heroes. They also mentioned Luke is a very, very good hero, but they didn't mention that he's like a must-have or must-build, and they didn't elaborate why he's good as well. So we're just gonna skip right into the SR heroes. Okay, we have Amil here. They think he is the most OP SR hero in Arena. They didn't mention much about him in PvE, but in Arena he's super broken. He's good because of his Wildfire. His Wildfire his high chance debuff is 60%, and it ignores defense. It doesn't matter how much defense you have. The fixed damage from Wildfire from each turn will, ignores your defense. And his Awakening passive is also very strong. Okay, let's go over her stats because I don't think people actually look at the SR hero stats that often compared to the SSR heroes. So the Awakening passive is a 5% max HP to all allies, 11% attack to dark allies at 20 hits. So Dark Radiance is the broken skill that they're talking about. So attack 120% is max when you have a level 6. And then it does 5 hits, and then 16% chance to cast Wildfire on one enemy for 2 turns. And now I'm explaining why Wildfire is so broken. Okay, so if you use Dark Radiance and Wildfire procs, then you can see the first target, it gets burned. So next, if you get Amil to attack the target who is being burned, like around him, like the second target like you see in the graph, the fire is going to spread and they'll also get burned. And again, if you attack the next target with Amil, and they'll also get burned, it'll keep spreading. And these top players say that it ignores defense, and there's a high chance that you can potentially kill a target without even attacking them. So once they have the Wildfire spread to these targets, and it's GG. I mean, you do attack them with Amil, but once you get the Wildfire to spread, and that's it. Okay, next we have is Eleanor, and I'll be really honest with you. So these information was through another YouTuber who interviewed Inoxu about his opinion about the early stages heroes. And Enox's mic was so bad, it was really hard to capture what he said, especially when it came to this character's interview, this character's information. It was so hard to understand because he talks really fast. His mic was probably from a dollar store or something, and it was really staticky. So these are what I caught. He's a very strong win hero because you need a mono team to do the raids eventually when you do the very hard raids. So for a win hero, she's one of the hero that you should invest into. Like, she's worth investing into, I should say. She has low cooldown artists, and both of her skills hits 2 enemies, so which is really good. That's unique because most of the hero either hits all the heroes or hits like 1, but she hits like 2, and then her damage is beyond average. He did elaborate a little bit more, but I couldn't catch it. I also got my wife to help, and my wife is, Japanese, she's born in Japan, but she couldn't understand either because he was just speaking so fast in a lot of gaming terms, and my wife doesn't game. So anyway, so they said he's good. I mean, he said he's good, and then the other YouTuber did not mention about her. So we're gonna talk about the next hero that the other YouTuber, Chanuma, who thinks is very, very good. Okay, last but not least, we have is Prestia here. She does crazy damage, and she self-buffs herself. She's also quite tanky from what I see in the video. Now let's take a look at her status. Okay, so her awakening passive is 6% attack to all allies. It's okay, there's better ones, and 11% attack to axe type allies. And there's not many axe type characters right now, so that's why it wasn't mentioned about her awakening passive. So I think Art 1 and 2 is her biggest sell point here. So this does max 150% when it's level 6 and hits one target, 100% chance to increase attack of self by 20%. So she's gonna deal this massive attack. On top of that, she's gonna buff herself. So I would say first use Art 1, attack, self buff, and then use 2 here. 2 here is maximum is 240% max damage. 240%. That's crazy, and it's a 2-hit. So yeah, her main selling point is very, very strong when it comes to damage output, and her defense is not that bad. I mean, well, for an SR, it's pretty good, a little bit beyond average. But yeah. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys find this informative or at least interesting. So if these top players have new meta or new information or anything new about this game that we should know, I'll make these similar videos again. But these videos actually took me a very, very long time to compile these together because I had to do a lot of research. I have to make sure I'm not giving out false information, and I have to rewatch their interview or their videos over and over again to get these. So if there's something you guys think I can improve on, let me know in the comments below. And last but not least, Enox, he made a graph of the Memoria Stone that we could invest on. These Memoria Stone are the ones that he thinks is actually worth investing. I'm going to drop the screenshot here, and I'll drop the image here. If I have time, I'll translate this and then maybe post it on Reddit, Facebook, or even Discord. But for now, I'm gonna sit back and relax a little bit. And if someone also understands Japanese, you're more than welcome to take this image and do the job for the community. I know the graph is a little bit small to read, so I'm gonna upload this into a link so you guys can check out in the description below. And once again, thanks so much for watching, and if you like what you're watching, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to show more support, you can always buy me a coffee in the link below. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.